Put it down for coffee. My mom got the jalapeno cheddar croissant. Hopefully it has jalapeno and cheddar, not peanuts. No peanuts. Our last time at Razzle Dazzle. For brunch, we're here for dinner too. Another look at the menu. They did stop giving the Christmas menu though. But I think that was just because it's breakfast, perhaps. I would say they have bottomless brunch, but like I would rather have better cocktails. But they do a bottomless for $25. We also have a ton of bar tab to go through. My sister got the apple cruffin because she said my dad probably didn't do a very good job describing it. And then this is the avocado toast, and it has watermelon radish. And then this is the mushroom tartare. I accidentally went vegan, I think. Got the Impossible Burger. I would say that they have different bread for each sandwich. And then fries. Smoke and mirrors. It's actually a pretty good looking burger for breakfast. Okay, this is the blueberry cheesecake, and it's only available at brunch at Razzle Dazzle. It's supposed to be quite good. I'm deathly allergic, so. Okay, back from brunch, sitting out here. Also, Cuba's out there somewhere. But the vegan brunch burger was like the Impossible Burger. That was so much food. The fries haven't been the same every single day. It's been a different type of fry. It came out really, really hot though, but it was kind of like almost like the Holland America fries where it was kind of battered texture, and it had good seasoning. But the burger was super good. So again, it was Impossible. The added a little bit of like seasoning to it, which was really nice because usually Impossible burgers are pretty not the best flavor. The burger was huge. The bun was also ginormous. It was like the size of like, for some reason it was like really like a ball shape, 1.5 softballs. So I couldn't finish it all, so I just ate the bottom, which is sad. But they put sauce on the top and the bottom because I'm usually very sad that I don't eat the top of the bun because it's usually where the sauce is. The one downside for me was that it had jalapenos on it, like little chopped up pickled jalapenos. I thought it was relish, but it's not. So yeah, I would recommend getting that, especially if you are looking for a savory sort of breakfast item. As an addendum, not sure which way Cuba is. I think it's over there. My sister says it's over there, but both of our Google Maps are potentially not in the right direction. My sister said she wanted the juice bar, so I came up to the juice bar. It's a bar that sells juice, but it's by the pool and the hot tubs. But they do have juice. It's the gin and tonic, by the way. We're at the Juicy, and that's behind the dock house. Okay, I got the red one and my sister got the light green. But you can also just drink it out here. It's too sunny though. I don't think we've ever walked around fully the deck 7. We walked a little bit by the pizza place and the ice cream place, but they have like some loungers here. I mean, the best view ever, but nobody sits here. Now we're kind of by like the social club and the Shocktopus bar. What is that? The Loose Cannon. So there's even more seating back here. What the heck? We like didn't even explore this and we're almost on the last day here. But there's so much seating. My sister told me that this is probably the pizza place, which makes sense. But we could sit here, nice and shady. We're just checking out the ice cream because we haven't checked every day. They do have one rotating flavor. Otherwise, I think that they typically have the key lime and the chocolate and the strawberry, like malted strawberry and vanilla. There's adult coloring. No, I'm like basically a mini golfer. Just kidding. But we're gonna play mini golf. But I didn't even know this brand was around anymore. Do you still remember when they used to make jeans? They got shoes. I don't know what happened to this one. Fun pajama sets. I'm on, no, then in Time-Let's Wine. I don't know, it's weird. These are kind of cute actually. $98 though. Well, I guess it's like, as my sister says, free money. This one has a croissant on it. These actually aren't too bad, and they have a lot of stuff on clearance. And also JLo Beauty, because JLo's like, she signed a contract with Virgin, but she also has one with Intermissimi, the Italian lingerie brand. They have Caudalie, Benefit. I might buy some Benefit actually. They have the 2-pack of the brow pencils for $42. There's also the brow setter and brow pencil, but don't know the price. also have Glamnetic. That's interesting. I've been wanting to try these press-ons. I've heard that they're kind of nice. Again, I don't know the price. Also have nude sticks. The Dewy Highlight Matte Blush, Dewy Blush, Matte Bronze, Foundation and Concealer. Tinted sunscreen. I might actually buy this. I'm like blowing through my sunscreen. Iconic London, which is interesting. The Radiance Booster I've heard is pretty good. The skin tint. Oh, maybe I'll do a skin tint. Bronzer, I don't need that. Pro Puff. Tanning mist, don't need that. Blush. Interesting. They have a lot of brands I haven't seen on cruises before. Beekman. I've been wanting to try this serum, so maybe. But I have so many serums, I don't need. This one I liked. I think the Nude Sticks tinted sunscreen is sold out. And also all of the shades of foundation that are in my shade are sold out. There's Mario Badescu, Higher Education Skincare Patchology. A lot of higher education. I haven't heard of the brand. L'Occitane, Olaplex, Moroccan Oil. The stuff is less tacky here, that's for sure. I can't show you the jewelry because it was like too many people. Like actual brands. We're looking in the what comes around goes around shop. Super Goop. There's also sex toys. You can buy the hammock here, 170. I wonder if my mom knows that. She's really liked the hammock. $50 dent, but we're gonna go here because I forgot sunglasses. That's so cheap. This one looks like a choice. I could get piercings with my onboard loot. Just buy the piercings. But we're in the tattoo shop. The stuffed animals are so freaking cute. The koala bear. Stop. Okay, so I just came back to the room and they've already cleaned. But let me show you what we bought. My sister and I feel like we bought a lot and we've barely made a dent. So again, I started with like $500 in onboard credit. Let me check. I started with $450 in Sailor Loot, which is onboard credit, and then $700 in bar tab. I have a lot left. So let me show you what we just bought. So my sister got the Valiant Lady Virgin Voyages coffee mug. It's $25, but it's free money. But she actually like very much used this. And then I also chose some very specific useful items as well. And I thought that we were gonna end up spending like $75 when we got up to the register, but it ended up being $54. So I got the very last Supergoop face sunscreen. I didn't even know they had a face sunscreen. Again, I typically like the Supergoop brand. I just haven't tried that particular product. And then I got each of us a Supergoop Play lip balm with SPF 30, and this has mint in it. So got 2 of those. So if worst comes to worst, I guess we can stock up on sunscreen. I don't know. I've been looking at some other makeup, and then some of the jewelry I thought was okay. I would say compared to like Norwegian especially, and then also Holland America, the jewelry on board, my brain is not functioning right now. The jewelry on board is less gaudy, so like it's not as like flashy like, you know, Diamonds International. It's like more like actual brands you could actually buy outside. It does have like the same things like the Invicta watches or whatever. Continue on our day. I am tired. Basically, I'm just not used to having somebody else in the room, so it kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I slept okay yesterday, but I'm just a little bit tired. But mainly it's because for the first 2 nights, I only slept like 2.5 hours total. Oh, and by the way, that onboard credit amount was just for my sister in my room. My mom and dad also have the same amount, and my dad for sure isn't gonna buy anything, so it's up to me and my mom to use up all of that money. I actually think we haven't had any beer here yet. My sister's non-alcoholic one. Okay, my mom and I got the alcoholic one. My sister got the non-alcoholic, and it comes without whipped cream because there's amaretto in it. As an addendum, you can choose to have the whipped cream, but that'll not be non-alcoholic, obviously. So if you just like are not trying to drink too much, then that's an option. So my sister's non-alcoholic one hasn't shown up yet. Actually, none of our money has shown up on the account yet, so we're gonna try this. We'll see. I don't like shots. Oh, so gross. And that was just the whipped cream. My sister made the best choice. Okay, trying it now. Turns out that the can lineup is like broader. They have a limited edition craft beer, English Pale Ale. Then they also got some bottles and then some canned wine. They also have different beers on tap. I'm gonna go to the buffet or the galley or whatever. My mom and I are going to the dock house. Okay, they've refilled it. We had the watermelon and feta last time, which is there. The beet hummus is supposed to be really good. Cauliflower couscous, oh, I'm gonna grab that. Cauliflower couscous and the crudité. Okay, my mom went and grabbed these from the meze. Not sure that looks the best, but it probably is good. It's walnut and pomegranate dip, and then she also grabbed the chips of some kind. But she's eating that by herself because I don't think I can do walnut. I got the rose spritza. Okay, my mom got the orange blossom and blackberry sangria from the Dock House, which is like their signature thing. Actually, they have a lot of signatures. This is probably one of the better bars. Okay, so I've tried this one, and this one was really strong. My sister didn't care for it, so she gave it to me. This one was nice, the Bees Please. And then my mom tried to get this, but they were out of calamansi olive juice, so they just made her an extra dirty olive martini and had a lot of olives in it. And then I had the fig sour, and that was pretty nice too. My mom had this, the orange blossom and blackberry sangria. She said it's really good. And then I just got the wild rose. Oh, and that's my little bit of a review. It's very refreshing.
Trying this out. Boy.
I finally can get the skewers. So we got the hanger steak and then the chicken. Lavash chips are really salty. These are pretty salty too, but the lavash ones are like peak salty. Water stations everywhere. So the juicy juice bars only open in the morning. They have these visors basically like from FabFitFun at $4.49. What a deal. So have hair clips. I wonder if my sister wants any. This can, and they actually put out what's in the booze free one. I feel like my sister didn't like it because of the MCT oil.
I'm talking about world peace because everything way beyond your reach. But so I need money. That's what I want.
We're on the second to last beverage. We got smoothies here. This is the non-alcoholic one with blueberry. My mom got the regular one with blueberry. It's the from below. Okay, and then they altered mine and made it without blueberry and put in passion fruit. Birdie ship is going so fast. As we walked past, it started pouring rain. It's literally pouring rain. I saw it coming. But like everybody's scrambling to come in. But it's so rainy. We came to the Sip Lounge to have afternoon tea. It's from 1 until 4. So you can either have just regular tea, or else you can have tea with bubbles. And then these are the tea selections. It also comes with like those fun sandwiches and pastries. And again, it comes out of the bar tab. And if you only just want to have bubbles, you can just have bubbles and wine. I mean, I am trying to use up my bar tab. Okay, so I got the hibiscus caffeine free, and I also went with the moe. So I'm the only one who got bubbles, but figure this was a bubbles bar. And then my sister got the black tea, and then milk. I got honey. This is the tower. So these are all of the treats that were showcased at the Sip the first day that I thought we could just get, but no. So we have a portion of me to get the savory and my sister to get the sweet, and then we're gonna split the middle scones because I don't really care for scones. Sister with her exacting jam and clotted cream exercise here. Oh, that was loud. My sister and I did not have very clotted cream. Oh, by the way, my mom is having the solo. My dad has a Diet Coke, so he didn't get the teas, the tea cakes and stuff, so you can have it as a single person. Okay, so there's a savory scone and then a plain scone. So the savory one is kind of sweet, but it has like chives in it. So this is the info for what we have. We're taking a little bit of a bathroom break because we've had a lot of water and drinks. Look how cute this one is. Look at that rain cloud. You can also see my head in the reflection. My sister found this, and I found one yesterday, but I didn't look for it. It's because there was a guy who had one on his head, and then I looked over and he was sitting next to another one. But now we want to go find some more because this one's so freaking cute. They're doing the seahorse race. I got a little distracted by looking at the onboard credit, future credit offers. It's a pretty good offer right now.
Seahorse wins. You get
nothing, but it's still fun to cheer along. Here we go. Right now, are you ready for our practice race?
Okay, so the seahorse thing, very confusing. So we're gonna look at the shop because it's open. I've never seen it open. I was like, oh! And then I think we found one. Oh, but he's not as cute. But he's an alligator or a crocodile. Oh, it's different people even. So I got an alligator or a crocodile. I even read this. It's a gator. It looks like a crocodile though. Sister's choice, and my sister got the non-alcoholic. She was gonna do with alcohol one, but we started actually kind of rocking. So she got the non-alcoholic one. They're $8. Neither of us enjoyed this. We might not finish it, but 3 have passed the celebrity. Oh, there's another ship way behind us. Sister obviously has better eyes than me. It's the most secluded bathroom, so if you ever need to like get away from people to do your business, it's in the aft. So this is on the 6th deck, so it's below the wake, and literally this is the only thing you can do back here. You can't access any other part of the ship. Like literally you can't do anything back here except for go to the bathroom and then exit the wake. That's all you can do here. Parts of the ship is very confusing. This particular area, confusing. Also the bathroom on the 7th deck by the red room, there's only one ladies stall, and then the all gender is only one stall as well. This one's cute. My sister is so good at it. Also the Christmas tree by the arcade is so freaking cute with the Pac-Man. Realistically, I think my sister and I both want to take naps, so we're doing a fun scavenger hunt. I think when I did this earlier, I accidentally took it in cinematic mode, but this is the 7 Seas Sippers, so we're at Sailor Services. It's also Kwanzaa, 3rd day of Kwanzaa, but that's where you can pick it up, and then you get to be entered into the raffle, which I think is for a free cruise. We're gonna ask at Pink Agave if we can come in here to the bar, because we want to try the Mezcal, or at least I do, and then some other cocktails. But they have a really cool tree. But I do think we can probably just come to the bar because it's right here, you know? And the seating is over there. And then somebody we talked to is a single sailor, and they line them up like against a wall, staring the inside. So it's kind of like speed dating, but you don't get another person on the other side. Do the same recon for Razzle Dazzle because there's a bar back here as well. It's called like the Red Bar or something like that. Can go in. It just seems like you might be able to go in. Came to the bar we've never been to, so this is on the rocks. I mean, we're here for music trivia, but we haven't had any cocktails here. Like a lot of whiskey. The Draft House non-alcoholic on these. The fair thing was $7. Okay, we're on the 2nd menu. It's relatively similar. So this is the pre-dinner tea. This is the most exotic beer of my life. This is a Heineken. We're doing the beer pairing. This pairs with the first course, which is the corn. And we did the beer pairing today because the cocktail pairing only has 2 different cocktails. Oh, and also as an FYI for the menu, if it's red, it means it's the same exact item as in the other menu. So if you're looking to do this twice, definitely order the steak and the lamb one at a time. This is a corn, and it has cilantro and tarragon oil, and it's kind of like the mushroom one, so you spread it on the bread that they provided, which is a polenta bread. You kind of mix it up and stuff like that, but it's quite interesting. Okay, so as an update, we have canceled one of the beer pairings because these are huge glasses of beer, and I realized that I don't like a lot of beers, so we're going to just kind of split it between my mom and I, so I'll just pay for this one. So as a update, what I meant is basically I assume that eventually it's going to get to like a stout. So I'm like very much in the hazy IPA, double IPA range. So this Heineken, when it came out, I was like, okay, that was a bad choice because I don't like Heineken. So we've learned some things. The second beer is this Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So the smoke is on my apple with chip smoke, right? We have our citrus marinated piece of salmon. It's marinated in lemon, lime and orange juices for 12 hours. And then we have 3 different types of cucumber to garnish it up. So we got sliced, pickled and torched with a cucumber gel on the side. And over here I just got a buttermilk and parsley oil sauce. Enjoy. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the beetroot. I couldn't hear exactly with what it is stuffed with, but on top I know it's sorrel. But this one is a Winwood craft beer, and it's a London Pale Ale. I've never heard of that, so we'll see. It's getting progressively darker. My sister has told me it's cashew pesto on the inside, and then it has toasted quinoa on the top, fried quinoa on the top, and then the sorrel is in that stuff there. This is the omegang, and then this one is a blonde ale, and this should go with the red meat.
We have a lamb chop from New Zealand that is marinated in rosemary and cooked to your liking. And on the side we have some rolled vegetables, so we've got zucchini, eggplant, and bell peppers. And then you'll see there's like little black dots on it. That is eggplant puree. So we are just got a lamb and mint stew that goes over the top, okay?
Next beer, which is the Lagunitas IPA, so I know I'm gonna like this one. So far, it's a little bit rough. Mom and I have been sharing the
Right, the champagne sauvignon around the edges, and asparagus candied ginger on the top, okay? So we recommend that you mix everything together. You know, like when you're a kid and you're mixing it to make a milkshake, yeah. Keep mixing it until it gets that consistency and all the flavors are balanced out for you, okay?
Okay, so my mom didn't like this, but I couldn't remember if I told you. This is a Lagunitas IPA. I think I did, because I said this is like for sure the beer I'm gonna like. Okay, the final pairing, I thought it was gonna be a stout. I literally thought it was gonna be a Guinness, but this is a Strongbow pear cider.
So with a pistachio and gingerbread crumble, and we have a white chocolate ganache, some boiled pumpkin, puffed rum raisin, and vanilla sauce.
My mom is jonesing for some beer, so I'm just gonna do this real quickly. I thought I was gonna make a dent in my sailor loot because this is $148. It's a Karl Lagerfeld dress, and they had it in a 2. I don't think I'm a 2. It's a little bit too big, and also I didn't like the back. It has like a metal zipper, but I love the bow detail on the bottom. So funny, a cash cow, a trash bandit, freedom eagle, queen bee. Changed up the light. Challenge completed. In an effort to both have sun cover-ups and spend a little bit of our money, we used our credit. It's so hard to spend this money. $35 for a hat and a cover-up. My sister got this one, which is like kind of like a taupey pink with parrots on it. And then I got this one. This one was scarcity mindset, truly, because there was only 2 left. I'm sure there's like 800 below decks, like a flower pattern. And then, I think I showed you this already, but I'll show you it anyway. My sister got this cute little Christmas duck, kind of jealous, and then she found me this one. It's a crocodile gator. They say it's a gator, but I'm pretty sure it's a crocodile. So it's about 8:30. We were thinking about ordering room service for tomorrow morning, so I went through the breakfast, and nothing really looks like that good. So I think we might actually do the buffet tomorrow morning. My sister and I might go on a little bit of a duck scavenger hunt. She's really jazzed about that, so we might do that in a bit. I'm just charging my battery. I do want to try room service, not breakfast, because I'm not a breakfast person. I haven't eaten a lot of breakfast, but that's just because dinners haven't been super filling. Plus I haven't been snacking. Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been eating much chips. So, okay, so on the other camera, so I'll quickly go through what we did. We basically just ate and drank a lot. Actually, I didn't finish everything that I ordered, so there is that. So let's see, where did we start this morning? Had coffee. I really do like the Angelino thing. I think it has milk in it, but it hasn't been upsetting my stomach, which is very strange. But it has like vanilla syrup in it, and then I got 2 shots of espresso today, or maybe more, because I asked for an extra shot, and I think that it usually comes with 2 shots. I think I got 3 shots. I was feeling really tired, but it's not because I was out partying. We were back in bed by like 11:15. We've been trying our darndest to spend this dang sailor loot. I keep finding things that I guess like if it comes to it, I'll buy it, but like I kind of don't want to buy it, because even though it's like we've been talking about it, so my sister keeps calling it free money, but kind of we paid for it because it was like bonuses for buying our cruise and like using our travel agent, etc. So like I kind of paid for it as part of the fee. I don't know, we'll go into the economics of it later. We kind of bought some stuff, and like if it comes to it, I'm gonna just buy a bunch of my favorite sunscreen, I guess. TSA's gonna be like, what the heck? Bought some of that. We went to Razzle Dazzle tried out some new stuff. Realistically, all we did really was shopping, eating, and drinking today. My dad and my sister went to one show. It was like a singer we haven't seen yet, and he did like Motown, I think she said. Yeah, Motown. My dad liked him a little bit, but thought it was a little bit loud. I think he thinks that all of this music has been kind of loud, but realistically, it's been a lot better sound and not as loud as on Holland America. So I think Holland America makes it really, really loud because, you know, the average age on board is like 87. By the way, 87 is the number I make up whenever I make up number. For lunch today, we split up a little bit. So my mom and I went to the Dock House, which is like the Greek Mediterranean place. Definitely, if you are not vegan or vegetarian, get the hanger steak. That has been so good. I didn't try it the first time because my sister wanted to try it, and then my mom tried it, and I knew we had dinner, and I knew I was gonna find food to eat. And then the other one that I really liked was the cauliflower couscous. I think that's what it's called. The problem I'm having is like there's something in it that I'm like slightly allergic to in the meze cart thing. I don't know what it is, but it kind of like whenever I get like sensitive to something, my top of my roof of my mouth gets really, really hot. It hasn't been like really bad, but something in there was irritating it, so I kind of wanted to lay low. So that's why I added on the hanger steak and the chicken. The chicken was fine, it was just really bland, which is now I know why they have in the sundry shop Tabasco sauce. But yeah, you can always, I guess, carry that Tabasco sauce in your purse. Oh, we finished the 7 Seas sippers or whatever, that treasure map thing. I feel so bad for some of the bartenders. Actually, I feel bad for all of the workers, to be honest. I don't know. I've only seen like 2 episodes of not Black Mirror. What is it called? Black Lotus? No, White Lotus. I've only seen a couple of episodes of that on a plane, and every time I see people in the service industry and like hospitality, I'm like, they are fully. Some of the shots were very much a mistake. I don't realistically know what we did because we didn't spend any time in the cabin. I think I came back here to put back the sunscreen and go to the bathroom and then left again. Oh yeah, we went on the duck scavenger hunt. My sister and I are going to do that a little bit, actually. So she's been finding them so well, and I think I took some video of the ones that she found. She said that's been the most fun thing she did. Oh, I forgot what else we did. We did the tea time. So for the tea time, I would say it's kind of worth it if you have a lot of extra sailor loot or bar tab, especially if you have a bunch of bar tab. I have so much bar tab left over, and yeah, it's fine. My dad didn't get the tea, but he was able to help us eat the cakes and stuff. The server was like, yeah, we don't care. When you do it on the other lines, it's usually like included, especially for Holland America, it's included. They do it only on sea days, and it's so much food. The food here was like more creative, I'll just say that. It wasn't quite as traditional. Like in terms of like the tea towers, or like the tea sandwiches and stuff, they had the same presentation where the top is savory, the middle is scones, and the bottom is like desserts, but it wasn't like celebration kit chicken or whatever. That's like coronation chicken. Whatever. It's gross. It's like mainly mayonnaise, and I do think it was good. The desserts were not my favorite. My sister ate most of them. She said it was so-so. The one that we both liked the most was the cream puff. The macaron looked a little dry and also a little bit mushy at the same time. I don't know how they achieved that. I think it's also like today was really humid. Oh, that was the other thing. It was I'm all over the place. In terms of the weather, it was so freaking humid today, and then it started downpouring in the middle of the day. So again, we're on a fully sold out ship right now, and it didn't feel crowded at all. And I know everybody was inside. There was nobody outside. They even roped off the outside. So it just didn't feel full. I don't know where people went, but they weren't. Like, it has never been difficult for us to find 4 seats. Except for my sister and my dad tried to go to the Diva Bingo. We didn't buy bingo cards, but they just wanted to go to the Diva show, and they couldn't find 2 seats together, and then they gave up, basically. I'm sure my sister could have gotten in, but basically they were just singles only in the middle of a row, so my dad probably couldn't have gotten in there. Where was I going with this? The one that I liked the best was the profiterole with, had like cucumbers on the top. It was super nice. The Madeleine was supposed to be like Earl Grey flavored. The thing is the chocolate is really strongly chocolate, so it kind of overpowered everything, because the rainbow cake, my sister said she could only taste chocolate, but I skipped the chocolate layers. There was a dark chocolate on the top and a dark chocolate on the bottom. I only ate the colored pieces, and each of the different layers did have a different flavor. If you ate it all straight down, like a rainbow, you probably couldn't. At least the red and the orange tasted like strawberry or some sort of berry, and then like kind of like a citrus flavor. The drink that I would not recommend is this, what's it called, the Officer's Choice or something from the Dock House. That was so strong, unless you like really want to get twisted, I guess. And then my sister got the non-alcoholic version, and for some reason she's like, why does this taste like pickles? I was like, I bet you it has olive juice in it. So both of us did not drink that one, but we did find some interesting bathrooms. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna just do this review quickly. Like, as you know, I'm not really an outside of the house bathroom person, just in general, but like on the ship, I don't really come back to the cabin because I always feel awkward because the room stewards always see you when you come back and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this person has to go to the bathroom all the time. The bathroom situation on this ship is a little bit strange to me. I'm used to having more bathrooms and like having it better labeled, if that makes sense. And then once you get in there, there's like some of the places that would have like heavy foot traffic only has one stall in the women's room, which is very strange to me. It has 2 sinks but only 1 stall. The other issue that I'm having is a lot of the sinks have black like sink basins, and then when you try to wash your hands underneath the sensor, it doesn't see you until you put your hand like on the actual faucet, which is very annoying and kind of gross when you think about it. I would say if you are a scooter or wheelchair user, I would say that finding one that is going to be accessible is a little bit more difficult. You're gonna have to travel pretty far in my experience. They have them, but they're also like very much spread out. And also, since there aren't that many public restrooms for people not in scooters or wheelchairs, sometimes they're occupado by people who are not in scooters and wheelchairs. They are better, more technology, because you just like wave your hand and it automatically opens. Sometimes you accidentally activate it like in the bathroom by, where was that? Like a test kitchen? By the red room? No. I was by test kitchen. It's like standing in the line, and then I accidentally opened the door and I thought that like a worker was coming in, but no, I accidentally activated the women's room accessible stall. There's also a secret one that like sometimes they have a lot of mirrors in the bathrooms that you think there's extra stalls, but there's not. And then there's one that has an extra stall that you think is not a stall. This is way too much information about public restrooms. Basically, they're just few and far between. So if you really need to use one, make sure that you like use it when you see it, because otherwise there's not that many stalls. Especially over by the red room and the groupie, which is the karaoke room. Maybe we should go there. There's only one ladies' room, like 1 stall there. I don't know what the men's situation is because my dad actually realistically doesn't spend that much time outside, so he's loving having the stateroom. Like for him, the balcony is worth it because he likes to look out, but like he actually spends time in here. Whereas I'm like usually out of ship, except for every once in a while to come back in here to charge my phone or something. So I mean, realistically, I could be in an interior stateroom. I have been going out a little bit more on this balcony than in my previous cruises, but I think it's also because this room is just less crowded. I can't tell if it's a bigger room or if it's because we only have 2 people. Like the past 2 cruises I've been on with 3 total adults in one room, which is kind of crowded. The flavors today, berry rose and peach paleta. The moon is so bright today. There's also another ship out there. Wow, you can't see it at all. I finally got to try some wings. Sorry, it's football. My sister and I have very different late night things. I forgot to tell you about Test Kitchen, but this is buffalo chicken wings, and my sister got a float, and she got it non-alcoholic this time. So this one is Sprite with berry sorbet, and they were out of a lot of the toppings, but she was fine with whipped cream and rainbow sprinkles. But also we found the guy again. We got the little ducky from the Juicy to get into the bar. So I'm gonna get the cricket one. So we are able to get into Pink Agave without reservations, by the way. Back in the room, I just wanted to realistically see if you can just go into Pink Agave, and you can. And I think you could order food. So just so you know. I did give my mom the drink because I didn't want to drink anymore tonight, and I knew she would like it. I also didn't want to waste it, but it was really good. I just didn't want to drink anymore. But it was really smoky. It had a nice other flavor to it. I think it had some bitters in it and a little bit of citrus flavor. I can't remember. It was on the menu. The crickets are like whatever, but my mom said she really liked it. She said it also has a bite to it. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, it had scorpion salt. That's what it is. So I should probably tell her it has scorpion salt in it. But yeah, it was really nice. The cocktail was really good. Service was really good at the bar. It was pretty chill at the bar. My sister and I were the only ones there. Her drinking her Sprite float, and I was just there. Should have asked for some water, but anyway, that is it. And with that, we are going to close out the vlog today. And my sister and I are going to just pack a little bit. So basically, tomorrow night by 11 p.m. in Bimini, we have to have had all of our suitcases out in the hall if we want them to help us bring it to the port. So I think we're going to try to do mostly that rather than carry all of it off ourselves. So we're just going to pack so we don't have to stress tomorrow. And when everybody else is stressing packing in the room, we'll be out meandering through the halls looking for ducks. You thought you could get rid of me. So my sister is going to be packing in the background, so sorry if you hear that. But basically, I forgot to tell you about Test Kitchen. So we liked menu 1 and menu 2. I don't know. I won't call them menu 1 or menu 2. They actually have like menu A and menu B. Whatever the one was, like starts with corn, we did not care for it as much. For me even, I was like, some of these are touch and go. Some of the flavors were not super great for me, and the textures for some of them were also not great for me, but I would say it's still worth the try. I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it. I would say though, the people we ate with yesterday, I don't think that they enjoyed the Korean food either, but they really did not enjoy the Test Kitchen. Know yourself, but also know at the same time, if you are just a little bit curious about it, just go and try it out, and then just know you can grab a pizza afterwards or a hamburger, you know, or the buffalo wings. Those freaking buffalo wings are so good, and now I'm even like I want to eat a hot dog, because they have specialty hot dogs there as well. They also have non-buffalo wings. The buffalo wings are not spicy at all, so don't worry about that, but they're like, I don't know how they make it, but the inside is still really like juicy, which is strange because a lot of the chicken on the ship hasn't been very juicy, has been kind of dry, but then the outside is like nice and crispy. So the other thing is, my friend was asking me to rank the fries that I've had on all of the different cruise ships. This one is hard to rank because there have not been, like, this consistency for the fries is like very non-existent. The first day at the wake, those fries were terrible. They tasted like when I make fries that have been in the back of my freezer for years. That's what it tastes like. Not really fried. They were just like oven baked. That's what they tasted like, kind of like a freezer. The ones that my sister had on her steak frites during brunch/lunch at the wake, that one was so good. They were like battered. They were flavorful. She said that they tasted like Arby's fries, like the curly fries, but they weren't curly, so they were seasoned, and those tasted so good. The ones I had at breakfast today at Razzle Dazzle were good. They were kind of battered, but they weren't the same as the one at the wake. So it's just like, what the heck? Oh, and the ones my dad had at the galley the first day was also not great, but they weren't as bad as the ones at the wake for dinner. It's just very inconsistent. I don't know why that they're so inconsistent. So I would still say that I think Holland America wins. However, I did see somewhere when I was walking around looking at people's food here on Virgin, somebody had shoestring fries. And if I could get shoestring fries somewhere, I would be over the moon. Oh, and the other thing is, a few days ago, I messaged Sailor Services. I don't know, they got back to me really quickly. They got back to me faster than my sister. I don't think my sister ever got a response until she said, never mind, figured it out. But like, when I messaged them, I asked them if they could get potato chips anywhere, and they said either go the shop, like the sundry shop, but sorry, I just swore. But then also they were like, or you can like order it from room service. And then when I was looking on room service, all they have is popcorn, trail mix, chocolate covered pretzels, and gummy bears. Haribo though, so maybe worth it, I don't know. Tomorrow I hope to actually get back on the ship in time to order room service, because I want to try it out for like the regular food that I showed you in the menu, but we'll see if that happens. So Test Kitchen, the beer pairings, they actually worked really well, because if you drink the beer that wasn't prescribed with the particular course you're on, it did not taste good at all. The beers were kind of basic. They weren't like craft beers, but they also weren't like my style of beer, so it wasn't a good idea. So thankfully I canceled the beer pairing for both of us, because if my mom and I both had the beer pairing, we would have not been happy. Like, nobody likes a Heineken, and we left that Heineken. I really thought we were going to end up with a stout, but I guess when you think about it, it was $30 for the beer pairing, which is the same price as for the non-alcoholic pairing. The beer prices on board are like about $8 each, but I think Guinness is more expensive, but we ended up getting like 6, I guess about 8-ounce glasses, so overall it was probably about a $24-ish value. I don't know. Anyway, it just seemed like we got 3-ish beers and it was $30, so $10 each. It wasn't bad, but it's also a little bit expensive, but for the experience I would recommend it, especially if you're a beer person. I would say the cocktail pairing, go in with an open mind, but if you have a particular style of cocktail, like if you like fun, flirty, fruity drinks, do not do the cocktail pairing in the Test Kitchen, because some of those will grow hair on anybody's chest. And some of them were flat out not my favorite at all. And then the people we ate with yesterday also said the same thing. None of us liked the old fashioned at the end. And I usually love me an old fashioned, but that old fashioned was not good. And I blame it on the amaretto because the shot thing from the draft house for the 7 Seas sippers that had amaretto whipped cream on top, and it was so sour. And I know that it wasn't like the whipped cream was bad, it was just the flavor of the amaretto is not for me. Try out everything if you have even the inkling of wanting to try it out. Some of the other reviews I saw about Test Kitchen when I was researching the cruise said to plan about 3 hours for it, and I would say we were in and out at about an hour and a half. Yeah, I would say like maximum an hour and a half, and I think we could have gone faster if it was not a full cruise, because our server kind of was super busy going around the table and like going around the restaurant and stuff. So I would say if you're not on a full cruise, you could probably get out in about an hour, realistically, because it's not like you can order anything. The only thing you choose is like which red meat you want. I do think there's a vegan or vegetarian option as well. We obviously didn't try it because you saw meat all over the place, but I would say I'm kind of interested next time if I were to come back to Virgin to try the vegan and vegetarian one, because I'm not really a red meat person, to be honest. Oh, I would say that this is such a long video at this point, this outro, because it's been like 18 different clips, but the lamb I had was good, but the problem I had was there were like shards of bone throughout the entire shank, for lack of a better word, rib, lollipop, whatever it is. There were a lot of bones in there, and they were like little tiny chunks, and I had to like pick them out because I didn't see them because they were like embedded in there. I don't know what happened to that poor lamb, but I think it like broke its leg and like never had it grown back together because there were just little bones everywhere, and I didn't want to eat it because I didn't want my insides to be cut up. Anyway, that's it. With that, I think I really will be signing out and be packing because my sister is now looking at her stuff and looks quite concerned. So now I'm worried about me because I had more stuff than she did. I'm actually like kind of fully packed and I have so much space left. So I don't know what happened. I think it's maybe when you're packing to go home, you don't have to fold stuff quite as nicely. But yeah, anyway, my sister and I are going to do these sheet masks. So I brought them. They're the beautiful factor ones that kind of like get foamy. They're bubble masks. The best footage ever. Just kidding. Going to bed, we almost packed. Did a sheet mask. But there's also the ship out in the distance. 100%. Definitely. If that's a celebrity or the Holland America, very much not in focus.